We are looking to know that this recent UK development,
Hmm.
how it's going to affect the market.
Oh, it is going to affect terribly. UK is in total lockdown in one way. Italy is in lockdown from Christmas to New Year, till 2nd of Jan. Germany is locked down till mid of Jan. Spain is locked down, semi-lockdown. Ireland is locked down. Countries have blocked UK coming and going to their country. So that means there is no tourist, there is no business. That means hotel industry, transportation industry connected with travel all will be affected. Businesses is closed, literally closed in UK.
So is it the same virus or different?
No, this is supposed to be 75% more.
Dangerous.
Not dangerous, I would say. It is 75% more transferable. मतलब पहले क्या होता था? The safety level was the people would probably be safe. Here, the percentage of transmission is 75% more than the earlier one. So that will create a pandemic which cannot be managed if the number of people affected increases every third day or fourth day or fifth day. So that's one of the reasons they're calling for a total lockdown. And I think tier 3 or tier 4 cities where they're telling people should not come out of the houses.
So India can't remain unaffected.
India will be affected per se. I think a lot of software companies who are having, I would say, 15 to 25% business, UK, and 25 to 35% Europe, will of course will be affected to some percentage. I think the top 10 Indian software companies or top 20 Indian software companies who have got presence will have an issue for some time.
Hinduja companies?
I'm sorry?
Hinduja group companies?
Hinduja, I think they are spread across. I don't think much will happen to them. But of course, the effect will be there, but not in a very huge negative sense. And personally, I don't know if you recollect our discussion that we had 2-3 months back, and I told you till December we have to be careful.
What is your suggestion to the investors?
Investors, I mean, companies that are having, as I said, 15 to 25 to 35% presence in UK and Europe will have some drop of business. I don't think mid of January, a lot of countries will open up, maybe 75%, I would say that in Europe. The affected countries right now are called for a lockdown. And in Switzerland has called. Well, they don't have that kind of numbers, but they also called. So I think the business will be affected in these countries.
So there is something real. It is not a hasty decision.
I'm sorry?
It is not a hasty decision. There is something real behind.
Yeah, of course, because they have found out that ultimately this is not found out by politicians. This is found out by scientists, the virus vaccine specialists. So they have found mutant which is 75% more transmissible than the present one. That is dangerous because you cannot manage the health sector. You cannot grow a health sector that fast. The number of doctors are same, number of nurses are same. Maybe you can build a hospital by converting few infrastructure things, but it is going to take a toll on the healthy related people. So that's the worry. That is the worry.
What precautions should be taken?
I think the precaution is same. I mean, when you're talking medically, or you're talking the business wise. Financially, I think the companies that are having presence, Indian companies having presence in Europe, and specifically UK, I think will go through tough times, will go through challenging times. Personally, I think the large businesses will somehow manage, but I think the mid-sized companies will have a problem. So I don't think anything can be done. They just have to manage. They have to look at the receivers and cash flows. New business generation will be a challenge. but it is also an opportunity for Indian companies to acquire European companies. Their valuation will be low.
That?
I think Indian software companies are already targeting companies. I would say that because lot of software companies, I would say literally major ones, having a huge cash balance. So for them, it's an opportunity to acquire technology companies which complement their business. So that's a huge opportunity for Indian companies. Of course, business will be down, but that's a short-term thing, not a long-term thing. But for a short-term thing for the company that is doing bad in Europe, for them it will be very bad, very bad.
Can you recall any recent acquisition of any European company by Indian company?
I think Wipro or somebody acquired a company. That's all I remember. I don't know the details right now. Wipro did acquire something. But their valuation drops very fast compared to Indian companies.
So that is a negative point.
No, that's a positive point if somebody wants to acquire an Indian company wants to acquire. I don't think Indian में valuation उतना जल्दी गिरता है.
Tata Steel has good presence there.
But Tata Steel has somewhat separated its European business to some extent. I think if I'm right, there were talks of having or selling of one of the units some time back. So I don't know the latest update, but Tata Steel will be affected to some extent. And there were some issues with the European unit.